Alright, so we're at my table now. Yes. But now we have to switch the stator over. So, I kept everything organized the best I could. Here's the cover. It came off the engine. With the stator still in it. But ready to be pulled out. So the first thing we want to do is punch that out. I'm also going to pull this starter gear off. Put this on. So these, I believe, are 8s. Which put back in my toolbox. So set this down here. Yes, 8. So this I will push in. That is through all the way. Okay. Now I'll disconnect the stator. These were not on there tight. Okay. Yeah. Big bolt, big bolt, big bolt. So those are your 3 for your stator. And then you also have the crank position sensor, which is right here. That one, of course, they come up together whenever the wire's going, so you'll also have to take that out. So these are the smaller bolts. 2. Somehow that is still hanging out on there tightly. Ah, because it's got these little set things there. And then it should pull out. Thing that I forgot to do, which sucks. I'm gonna have to cut these again. Since I'm not going to be using this stator anymore, I'm gonna be cutting it down further here. to resolder it anyway, so. There we go. Stator crank position sensor removed. Booyah. These are pretty much universal, as far as I could tell. It just depends on AC or DC connection. So, pull out that good. I'm going to fish it through here. And then this way. I would suggest trying to put this grommet in first before tightening any of this down. So pain in the butt. Well, pain in the butt anyway, but extra pain in the butt. However, it's actually connected. So now this should pretty much slide into place. You just have to line up your bolt holes. As well as this should slide into place as well. As long as everything's working correctly. The easier way I found with this is I'm going to wait until I put at least mostly tighten this down here. We get our 3 bigger bolts. I would probably say it might be a good idea to use Loctite on these. Because I have heard that these have backed out on some motorcycles. Especially with these 250s, since they're a single cylinder, they vibrate a shit ton. Could be a smart idea. So, those are on there now. I'm not going to completely tighten them down yet. And then we get our 2 smaller bolts right here. And I found it easier to do it like this. We run the bolts through so it keeps these together like so. Don't pull me. Get that stuck in there. See, so run the bolt through. So this bracket, to keep this out of the way, is on top of this. Same thing for the other one. Run it through. This is magnetized, so it's kind of a pain in the butt as well, because it wants to move on you. So I'm going to use my extension to get these ones started by hand. Holding it in place. If it starts to catch, you know, like normal, don't continue, back off. This one is not wanting to go in though. Always one. I'll try and get that by hand. I want to go in. It's annoying. Okay, got it. So now it's all on there. Tighten it down. Oops. Give you a whack. Looks close. Okay. I'm also gonna, if I can get this off, go over them by hand. There we go. Okay. 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 we're good. That is how you swap a stator. I hope you could see some of that.